Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome to this equipment spotlight. Today we're going to be looking at dual charging, and we're going to make a cable that can allow us to do that. So I have some banana plugs here, and I also have some different adapters for the batteries that I normally use, and a connector block. Now what it is that these particular batteries are 7 cells each, and my particular charger can charge up to 15 cells. So 2 batteries would be 14 cells, so that's still within the up to 15. First thing I'm going to do here is chop the unwanted end off of this spare cable I have, and I'm going to strip the wires down just by using a pair of pliers to cut them, and I'm also going to use a pair of pliers to strip them down. You can use wire cutters if you wish, but this is just the way that I do it for most cables. Get rid of those 2 bits. And once we cut them and strip them down, I'm just going to twist the ends very carefully. You can actually spike yourself on these little bits of wire, and it can make you bleed if you're not careful, so that's not good. You don't want to do that. Just be careful to twist them gently. And this is the cable that's going to go into the charger, and we're going to use this through the connector block to connect to 2 batteries instead of 1. Well, let's get a connecting to the battery sorted now. This is a large to small, a large to mini adapter that I had, and I bought 2 of these. I'm just going to cut the large end off because these batteries that I've got are minis, and I'm just going to strip these wires down in the same way I did on the other bit. I'm going to just use the pliers to get them off. But when you do this, what you can do is you can use a little bit of solder on these wires after you've twisted them, just to kind of set them in place, keep them more sturdy. But I'm not going to bother for this case. I don't think it really needs it. It's just an optional extra. And anyway, I want to get this put together and test it before I start fixing anything in place. So twist them up 2. There's one, and there's the other, as if by magic. There we go. So I've got 2 of them, and there's what's going to connect directly to the battery. There's the bit that connects to the charger. Let's put it together. So to put it together, I'm going to use one of these connector blocks. You can buy them quite cheaply at most little hardware places. They come usually in rows of about 10. You can see I'm using 3 blocks here. And you just cut them with a knife or with something similar into whatever you need. I just happen to have 3 blocks left, so that was quite handy for me. Well, first things first, we're going to put the red side on one end and the black side on the other end from the charger. So push them in nice and deep, and we're going to get our little screwdriver and just screw them in on one side. Doesn't matter which way around you do it, as long as red's on one side and black's on the other, we'll be okay. Now we're going to connect the actual plugs in that we connect to our batteries. Now the red side of the first one wants to go in the red side, go into the charger, and the black wants to go into the middle, but we're not going to tighten that just yet. We're going to tighten the red to red first. There we go, red to charger, red to battery. Now the second battery. And what we're going to do, we're going to put the red in with the black. There we go. And this is what's going to connect our batteries in a series circuit. You don't need to worry about that if you don't know about that sort of thing, but that's what it's going to do. So, the black from the first battery goes and connects the red to the second battery. And we just connect them into the middle. And then the black from the second battery goes to the black back to the charger. So I'm just going to redo the black from the charger cable here because it's just popped out, so I'll loosen that off. So I did actually cut these a little bit long. They want to be slightly shorter. You kind of want them around the 6 to 8 mil length, and I've done more about the 10 to 12. So for this particular size of connector block, you can get different sizes. For this one, you just need a small one. Well, in that goes, and in a moment I will show you a close-up so you can see exactly what's going on. But here what this is going to allow the circuit to do is that you can imagine in simple terms that the power is going to go down the red into the connector block, and then into the red on the first battery, and then out of the black, and then into the red on the second battery, and then out of the black to the connector block, and back down to the black to the charger. Well, there it is, all made up. We could actually solder these together in different ways, but I'm just going to use a connector block. Let's show you close up, so just adjust that. There we go. So you can definitely see which way around it is. And let's get some batteries hooked up so that we can see how it goes. So here's 2 batteries. Each one is 7 cells, so I'm just going to put them on that side. There's my charger on the other side, and remember, this doesn't work for every charger, this just works for certain chargers. So you need to find out if your charger is capable of charging 14 1.5 volt cells or more. Check what voltage your battery cells are, check what voltage your charger can charge, and in most cases, if you've got a charger like mine, you'll be able to do this. So there you are, connect the first battery up and connect the second battery up, and then that's it, charge away. Now if you want any more details about what kind of batteries this works with and what kind of chargers, check the description, but that's all for me for now. So thank you very much for watching, hope you've enjoyed the episode. If it's been useful, give it a like, and until I see you next time, goodbye.